Alright guys, so this is going to be my red zone defense out of the 4-6 normal. Now this is actually a blitz, but what we do is we call the cover 2 invert, and we're going to show you the adjustments that we make in terms to stop pretty much everything. So cover 2 invert, as you see here, you're going to base align press. You're going to put both corners in purple zones, and then you could pretty much leave that as is. What I like to do is I like to mix in a blitz and mix in pressure. Mix in pressure and mix in a coverage. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to shift the D line to the right, crash the defensive line down, re-blitz the outside linebacker that is on the left, and then bluff blitz the outside linebacker on the right. Afterwards, you could play on the safety, and your job is to pretty much take anything that comes underneath. And you'll see right here that what should happen is the D tackle should walk directly in. So he comes smooth right up the A gap, and it's pretty dominant. Now, the tackle doesn't always come off the edge, or the defensive end on the right. More times than not, he will not come in. But sometimes he will do exactly that, and he'll come in as well. The guy that's going to come in consistently is going to be the D tackle directly over the center. So when you mix up this type of pressure with all of this underneath coverage, there's really nowhere for your opponent to go with the ball. This is my preferred red zone defense. Now say your opponent realizes that you have this crazy heat that you're able to run, and they're going to try to max protect and try to take chuck up a fade or something along those lines. You can set it up the exact same way, put these guys into purples, and then simply spy either the D tackle over the center or the D ends. You could spy either of those guys. When we do this, we'd still like to bluff blitz the guy on the right, and you'll see what will happen is pretty much there's just simply going to be nothing at all open. The coverage is just phenomenal out of the cover 2 invert, and it's going to take away the red zone fades. It's going to take away pretty much everything that your opponent can do, especially if they're blocking people. So once again, just to recap, the blitz setup at a cover 2 invert is we're going to base align press, we're going to shift the D line to the right, crash them down, blitz the outside linebacker on the left, and then bluff blitz the outside linebacker on the right. Then you can adjust the coverage with the purple zones on the outside, and you're good to go. You'll see that D tackle is going to come in. In this case, the outside defensive end comes in as well. So that is the blitz. If you want to run the coverage portion, give the same exact look. Simply zone out the corners. You could spy the D tackle. We do recommend bluff blitzing the linebacker that is on the right. And that's it. You'll see that with this setup, there's simply nothing open. You still have really good pressure at the quarterback. So that is my preferred red zone defense out of the 4-6 normal formation. Pretty much as soon as my opponent gets inside the 5 or inside the 10-yard line, I'm going to this defense. The only scenario in which I don't is if my opponent comes out in a I-form twins type, or where they're trying to run the fullback dive toss concept, in which I come out in nickel 3-5 2-man under. So that is it. Hope you guys enjoy. I'm sure that you will have your opponent kicking lots of field goals with this blitz.